In this video, I'm going to walk you through some of the things you need to do in order to use Google Sheets in order to make the Oedipus fever chart. So you want to end up with something like this that you can paste into a Google document, and then you want to end up with something like this where you've labeled it and reduced the size and so on and so forth. So if we go back to the assignment, if you go to December 1st, you'll see the student handwritten thing, but this is on December 10th. And these are my instructions. You will not be able to create this exactly as it is because I made it in Microsoft Word and you're using Google Documents, which has more limited functions. So you can't, for instance, do these big boxes of transparent red, yellow, and green. So if you're starting with a Google spreadsheet, I'm just going to delete this chart so we can start again. You'll have your lines. These are not lines, these are descriptions. You're going to have lines. I just put descriptions of moments in the play. Then the levels of feeling loved are, my issue is feeling loved. And so when does Oedipus feel the most loved is a 3 and the least loved is a 1. Right? If I highlight just these boxes and there are no blanks at all in between them, there cannot be any blank boxes, then when I click on this button in the corner, the Explore button, all these options for how to treat this data pop up, and you'll see that there's the one I'm looking for is this bar graph. Do not use the pie chart. I'm not even going to explain why. You could use this if you want, the horizontal bar chart, but I'm just going to use this bar graph. So you click the insert chart symbol there, and now you have your chart. So first thing you want to do is copy your chart, and you're going to copy it to a Word document, or rather a Google document. You'll see the chart is very big, and you're going to need to resize it a little bit by clicking in the corner and shrinking it, because you're going to need to add some labels over here. So you add those labels by going to Insert, click on, okay, so in order to add the labels, we're going to have to make this stop being highlighted. Otherwise, you're going to delete it when you put the label in. Okay, so it's really important. To make it stop being highlighted, you need to have clicked on Wrap Text, and you're going to have to do that with every single item that you create and put on this document. Okay, the middle symbol. Okay, not the outer ones, but the middle one for wrap text. It allows things to move around more easily on the page. All right, so I've not highlighted it, and now I've gone to Insert, Drawing, New, and then I'm going to create a text box. So I click on the text box symbol, I create a text box. It shouldn't be much larger than the words, but it doesn't really matter. My top level, I've decided, of being loved is warm and fuzzy. And I'm just going to tell you something that you need. So let's say that what you want to make the text box, if you're going to do what I'm about to do, you want the text box to be very close in size to the words. Okay, I'm going to fill this with red. So since this is the highest level, I'm going to call it red. And now I'm going to hit Save and Close, and it's going to show up here. Again, I need to click the middle box, Wrap Text, so it'll move. I'm just going to fling that around to there. And so I can't highlight this whole row. I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about that. But I can place this here. And then I'm going to do the same with the yellow one for uncertain and a green one for alone. Or maybe blue, because that's kind of cold and alone. So I could also do other things with this, but that's basically what you're going to do to the extent that you're doing this. Now, your lines are going to show up below here. Okay, so you can see there's not a ton of space for that, and you want them not to be too long. I don't know of a way to get the lines to flip. If you want the lines to be in the same direction as your bar graph, then you should use the horizontal bar graph. And you make a decision about doing that when you're in spreadsheets, in Google Sheets.